Best episode of the season so far. Roll the intro.
My little pony, what is friendship all about? My little pony, friendship is magic.
Greetings, my brilliant Pacer friends. Welcome to Crimson Analysis. In this episode, I will be analyzing Season 8, Episode 6, Surf and or Turf. The episode opens in Twilight's castle, and the CMC are being called by the map. I know this was on a wish list for a lot of us, and Applegeek is definitely gonna freak when he sees this.
But what's way out there? Mount Eris, the home of the hippogriffs, and that's where you're headed.
And just like that, a direct movie tie-in. We're going back to Mount Eris. It's going to be interesting to see how different this location looks, now that we're using Flash and not Toon Boom Harmony, like the movie used. Okay, I want to talk about this just for a little bit.
And me? Well, I kind of go back and forth with this. It's a tiny piece of the magic pearl. It was split up among our kingdoms.
In the premiere, there was a deleted scene that explained how hippogriffs are able to turn into sea ponies. Those of us that knew about this knew that it had something to do with the necklace, but we didn't know quite what it was. Here we're told exactly how that's able to happen. He says the pearl was divided among the kingdoms. I think that's kind of strange wording considering the fact that every hippogriff and sea pony seems to have one. It's interesting to think how if that scene had been left in the premiere, if this scene would have happened at all. Because in the premiere, the scene was cut from the Castle Two Sisters scene, where all the students are hiding out. So Silverstream would have told her friends about it, but Twilight wouldn't have heard about it. And the CMC wouldn't have heard about it either, unless they were told by someone. One thing this show does really good is continuity. So it's interesting to think how different that scene would have been in this episode had the original explanation been left in the premiere. Wow, this location has got to go onto my vacation list. It is gorgeous. It looks amazing, even in the Flash animation. And I love the hippogriff design. It looks really cool. Okay, I'm not liking that tail animation. There's something wrong about it. Could they not have done any better? On Scootaloo, it looks fine, but all the rest of them just look off a little bit. It is interesting to see this location as well, in the Flash animation. Even though it's not Toon Boom, I'm still liking the Flash version. And Twilight's design is awesome. It's identical to the Toon Boom animation. Like I said, this show does continuity very well. And we're treated to our first TMC song in a while.
Your heart is in two places, you can only live in one. You're torn between the hilltops and the tide. Thank goodness that the Cutie Mark Crusaders have begun to give you hope and help you to decide.
Seriously, it's been a long time. I don't think we've had one since Season 6. I wonder what the time frame is here. How long has it been since the movie? How long has he been feeling like this? Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle make good arguments for each location. I don't think I would be able to choose.
He kind of left. He wanted to be by himself. Which was not my fault. Mine either. Well, of course not. Why would you think that?
Apple Bloom's like, no, not me.
Princess! We're having a seashell crafting circle. Care to join us?
Okay, add her to the list of moms I like. I'll admit that this scene kind of surprised me.
Oh, hello, Skybeak.
Ocean flow. You're looking well.
I thought both sides would be at odds with each other, considering that they basically split up and half decided to become hippogriffs and the other half decided to stay sea ponies. I thought there'd be some hostility or resentment between the two sides, but it looks like that's not the case at all. Wait, did you guys see that? Okay, play the video forward and freeze, zoom. Is that Skystar? It looks a little bit like her, although it's kind of hard to tell because of the less detailed fast animation. But I think that looks like her. I'll throw up a picture here. Make your own prediction. Without hearing her voice, it's impossible to know for sure if it is her. But out of all the hippogriffs we've seen, this looks the closest. Here's another shot. And again, because of the Flash animation, she is going to look different. There's no resentment or anything at all. In fact, it looks like they visit with each other regularly.
Your hippogriff heritage is something to be proud of, certainly.
But you're more than just where you're from or who you live with. We love you because you're you, no matter where you choose to be.
You don't have to decide. You can keep doing what you've been doing, going back and forth.
And enjoying both places.
Yeah, if I was in his place, I'd probably choose both as well. Final thoughts, I really loved this episode. It's definitely my favorite one of the season so far. This seems to get their very first map episode. This was on a wish list for a lot of us. I can't wait to watch Applegate's reaction to this. The interesting thing about this mission was it wasn't a key mark problem, as the hippogriffs don't have key marks. Now it seems you have tackled non-key mark related problems before. For example, what happened with Gabby. She just wanted to find her purpose in her life, her place in the world. That seems like a similar problem here. Do I belong under the ocean as a sea pony, or do I belong on land as a hippogriff? Honestly, my man, both forms look great, and so do both kingdoms. The hippogriff design looks great, the sea pony design looks great, Mount Eris looks great, and Sequestria also looks great. Every location looks great. Not as detailed as Tomb animation, obviously, but even the Flash models look amazing. And we get our first CMC song in a long time.
To dare to compare anywhere to there is unfair and just plain wrong.
And I liked it. Our last CMC song was Find the Purpose in Your Life back in Season 6. I think this fact will get overlooked, so I'm going to mention it. Scootaloo has been wanting to fly since the very first time we saw her, and now she gets to experience something that's very close to it. Imagine if this were you. You wanted to do something for so long, and finally you get to try something that's close to it. You're going to be just as excited as she is. It hasn't been explained for some time. We know that Sweetie Belle has a talent for music, in some way or form. So when she hears the music from the Harmonizing Heights, she is ecstatic. I don't think we've ever seen her move so fast. I give this episode a 9.7 out of 10. I really liked it, and everything it had to offer. We finally got to see one of the movie's locations in Flash animation. I would have given it a higher rating, but that tail animation really bothers me. That might be a silly reason to lower the rating, but it really... it's so bad. I don't know what it is. It looks so weird. It's so wrong on so many levels. That's just my opinion. Well, that's it for this episode of Crimson Analysis. I'm Crimson Shield. Thanks for watching.
The sun-dappled leaves are a mountain terrace. You can see 23 different shades of green. To dare to